Ayan, so welcome back. Ayan, so wala nang technical So I think mayroon talagang kanina gumagamit ng Zoom and at the same time YouTube in the same gadget kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng ulit-ulit. Ayan, so Ma'am Jo, okay na po tayo?
Okay, mayatan. Nyamot.
Hala.
Okay na, Doc?
Ayun!
Pwede na.
Di ba?
Nagrigat na yan, kasto yun.
Okay lang yan, ma'am. Talagang part ng ating pagsubok yan. Okay. Sige. So, I think mayroon nga talaga kanina, no? Nakagamit ng YouTube and Zoom at the same time. Pero still, this is a good day. And let's get it on. Ayan. So, as of now, we have 20 viewers na. But anyway, let's proceed. Anyway, they can always go back dun sa recording sa ating YouTube live. Ma'am, Okay. Sige po. So please allow me now to share my screen. Ay, hindi pala. Ako parang nagko-control. Okay. Where's it? Okay. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying a while ago, my dear friends, we often hear people na sinasabi kapag nakagraduate na yung isang estudyante, sinasabi nila, welcome to the real world, no? Welcome to the real life. As if implying na yung buhay estudyante ay hindi real life or hindi real world. Okay? And this is a common mistake that these people commit. Kasi nga, yun nga, yung implication that as yung buhay estudyante ay parang hindi totoong mundo or hindi totoong buhay. And they only consider yung world of work as the real world or the real life. Okay. So actually from the very beginning we were conceived up to the time that we grasp for our last breath, that is real life and we are living in the real world. But then again, the world of work kasi or yung ating buhay karera covers the most part of our lives. It's as if like you have a lifespan or an average lifespan of 65, di ba? You spend your 45 years or 30 years or more dun sa pagtatrabaho o dun sa ating mga karera. No? And this could be the reason why people say that the world of work is the real world or the real life. But it does not necessarily mean na yun lang yung totoong buhay. Yung inyong buhay estudyante is a real life as well. And the world that you are living right now is a real world as well. Okay, so my presentation is flourishing in life by maximizing your career potentials. Take note, my dear friends, that our careers is one of the major aspects, or yung ating career life is one of the major aspects ng ating buhay, major aspects ng ating buhay, and it is a very serious matter that we have to deal with. Okay, that is why we need to make educated decisions. no, or right decisions when it comes to our careers. And I hope that this presentation would help you to make a decision, a more educated decision para sa inyong hinaharap. So, few months from now, you will be wearing your academic gowns, your toga, and you will be receiving your diplomas, hopefully face-to-face, hindi na siya virtual. Okay. And in a life of a student, this is a very significant, a very momentous and exciting one. Okay? That is why we exert efforts, no? Para naman maka-clearance tayo, para maka-graduate tayo, no matter how difficult it is. But considering yung mga pinagdaanan nating hirap for the past 2 years due to this pandemic, no, hindi may ipagkakaila na medyo na pwedeng may mga ilan sa atin or marami na sa atin yung nagmumukha ng ganito. Di ba? Yung mga mukha ng haggard, no? Or mukha ng stressed. Okay. But then again, my dear friends, wag nating hayaan na dahil dito sa pandemic na ito, masisira yung ating mga yung ating mga pinaghirapan o yung ating mga sacrifices, ano? So let's try our best to still look, no, as bright as we could, no? To look good as much as we could as well. Okay. Okay. So after your graduation in college, my dear friends, what's next? Or not college. After your graduation in high school, what's next? Ano na? Some of you might think of taking a break dahil nga yung nakalipas na 2 taon ay nakakapagod na rin naman talaga. And that's not a problem. If you intend to take a break after your senior high school graduation, that's all right. Some may consider it as a time wasted. Pwedeng sabihin nila na sayang yung 1 taon na magpapahinga ka na wala magtatambay ka. My dear mga anak, parents, and even the advisors who are here right now, a time spent in taking a break is not a time wasted. Okay? If you want to take a break, it's all right. Hindi sayang yung oras o yung 1 taon na pamamahinga. In fact, that is an investment. Investment in ourselves. Nakakapagod nga din naman talaga yung 2 taon na talagang iba naman yung ating pinagdaanan. And we all deserve a break. And if you feel like you want to take a break, you want to take a rest, and that's all right. Again, I repeat, a time spent taking a break is not a time wasted. In fact, it is an investment. It is what we call self-care. But we have to consider that in taking a break, we do something that is productive, more productive than just being a tambay. And this includes making introspections or pagmumuni-muni para mas makilala natin yung ating mga sarili, para mas maging productive tayo, at para mas makagawa tayo ng better decisions in the future. Some of you might decide to, to take some examinations, scholarship examinations, entrance examinations, and the like. No? Or yung iba sa inyo siguro naka-take na o naka-exam na sa mga entrance examinations na yan or scholarship examinations na yan. If that is your decision, again, that's fine. Or some of you may decide to look for a job already. No? Considering nga na senior high school, mayroon na tayong mga preparations na, may mga trainings na kayo, and you are considered already as employable, some of you may decide to take on a job na or to look to start your career. Or for some others, you may opt to, pursue your college and have a better preparation for your career. So regardless kung anong decision yung gagawin ninyo, whether to take a break, to pursue your higher education, or to look for employment na or a job na, then that's fine. And this webinar would help you to figure out which way to go. Ayan. So, saan nga ba? So there are actually 3 possible, the most possible ways to go. Again, find a job or get an employment or start your career, continue for higher education, or take a break. Okay. Now, in making a career decision, we have to first take into consideration the career possibilities. Okay. Unang-una, Pag tinatanong natin ang ating mga estudyante, especially sa college, bakit itong kurso ang gusto mong kunin? Or bakit ka kukuha ng ganitong kurso? Madalas sinasabi nila, para makahanap ng magandang trabaho. Di ba? And even kayo, bakit kayo nag-aaral ng maayos? Malamang ang sagot ninyo, para makahanap ng magandang trabaho. So this is a very common answer ng mga estudyante. So nakikita ninyo that the mindset of students is to look for a job, to find an employment, to become an employee. And although there is nothing wrong in becoming an employee or in looking for a job, ito sa mga realization kung bakit hindi masyadong umuunlad, no, yung buhay ng kahit mga professional. Because even if you are already a professional, a licensed one, still we have limited income as an employee, no? We get tied doon sa regular employment na mayroong regular income or limited income or fixed income. And that is one of the reasons na sabi nga natin, hindi ganun kabilis yung pag-unlad ng ating buhay. That is why, my dear mga senior high school students, I would like you to open your eyes dun sa other career possibilities aside from employment. Again, there is nothing wrong with by becoming an employee. But if you want to maximize your career potentials, open your eyes to other possibilities. So we have here the first one, the most common one, to find a boss, which means you become an employee with fixed income, sometimes with fixed period of working hour, and of course, nakadepende sa organization or sa institution yung ating pag-akyat doon sa ladder, no? Ayan. I would also like you to take a look at this. That after finishing your courses, aside from becoming an employee, having a boss, you can become your own boss. Okay? By having this one, no? By engaging to professional practice. Ano yung professional practice? Ito yung ikaw mismo, pinana-practice mo yung profession mo, pero wala kang boss. Ang example dito ay yung ating mga lawyer, yung ating mga doktor, yung ating mga psychologists, no, na hindi employed. So this is what we call professional practice. You become your own boss. Pero dito, wala ka pang tauhan. Okay? Ikaw lang, pina-practice mo lang profession mo, wala kang boss, wala kang minamanage na tao. Okay? So that's the second career possibility or career option. Then we have the third one, entrepreneurship. Na? Ito yung nagiging entrepreneur ka. So dito, you have your own capital, you put up your own enterprise, not necessarily a corporation or a company, enterprise. Then you have people under you. No? You have people who work under you. Nagets po natin? Alright, balikan natin ha. Dito sa employment, you have a boss. You are an employee. Dito sa professional practice, you are your own boss. Boss mo, sarili mo. Okay? Dito sa entrepreneurship, you are the boss. Ibig sabihin, you have your business or your establishment or your enterprise, and you have people working under you. Pwedeng isipin nyo siguro na, ay, pang-rich kid yan. Pang-mayayaman yan, yung entrepreneurship kasi kailangan ng kapital. Okay. I am going to prove you wrong with that thinking. Ang entrepreneurship, mga anak, ay hindi kailangan ng malaking pera or malaking kapital para maging entrepreneur ka. You can start with little capital or even with the things that you own, that you have. No? Kung ano man yung mga bagay na mayroon ka ngayon, you can start with that. And I'm going to share to you later on how I became an entrepreneur with only 5,000 pesos as a capital. Okay? Ayan. So, kung titingnan natin mga anak, I would just like to share my story, ano? So, unang-una, when I graduated in college, no, I was an employee. Okay? I was an employee for 10 years. I had a boss. So, I have from one institution to another. I was a mere employee. But along those years that I was a mere employee, I was already learning the stuff, no? Yung mga bagay na kailangan kong matutunan para maging boss of my own. Dahil from the very beginning, ever since, ayoko nang mayroong boss. Ayoko nang nagtatrabaho ng 8 to 5. Ayoko yung wala ka nang ginagawa pero hindi ka pa pwedeng umuwi dahil hindi pa oras ang pag-uwi. So I always wanted to become my own boss, no? And to become a boss later on. Pero sabi ko nga, after graduation, hindi pa ako pwedeng maging boss of my own or boss ng ibang tao. I need to learn the stuffs. I need to learn the essentials, no, para maging isang tao na pinapangarap ko. So within the period of 10 years, I tried to learn all those stuffs until such time that I decided to resign from my employment and had my own private practice. So in 2015, I became my own boss. No, not 2015. I think that's 2012. Yes. I engaged into private practice. So dito, wala na akong boss. Okay? So as a psychologist, as a guidance counselor, I practiced my profession. Okay? I put up my own clinic, no? I do counseling, I do psychological services by my own. So wala akong boss, wala akong pinoproblemang tao. Until such time that opportunities opened. And then I became an entrepreneur. So I put up a bigger institution, my Wundt Psychological Institute. I took in some employees that started from 1 employee and then naging 2, naging 3, hanggang sa naging 10. I put up 1 office until naging 2, naging 3, naging 4. So this is now entrepreneurship. So I am now having my own practice, no? I am my own boss. I am an entrepreneur. I am a boss. And at the same time, I am an employee. I have my boss all at the same time. So at present, I serve as a dean of the College of Human Sciences, director of student services in a university, a government university. So I am an employee. I have my boss. But at the same time, I practice my own profession, no, outside office hours. So I am my own boss. And at the same time, I am managing my own business, the Wundt Psychological Institute. So it is an entrepreneurial venture. So nakita nyo yon. You can have all these career possibilities or career options at the same time. Pero sabi ko nga, huwag kayong masyadong ma-excite. You have to learn from the very basic, from the very, dun sa pinaka-basic. If you need to become a volunteer, to become an employee, then do it. And along those years, no, dapat inaaral nyo paano gawin kung ano yung bagay na gusto nyo talagang gawin. Okay? Kung gusto nyo isa lang, empleyado lang, entrepreneur lang, or private practitioner lang, then that's all right. Okay. So, and of course, sabi nga natin kanina, di ba? You have find your own boss as an employee, be your own boss as a private practitioner, be a boss by becoming an entrepreneur, or become a volunteer. My dear mga anak, take note that being a volunteer is also a career. Okay? It is also a career. And by becoming a volunteer, it also helps us to, develop our skills, no, enhance our knowledge, and at the same time, link with other people. If we link with other people, more people, mas nagkakaroon tayo or na-introduce tayo sa other opportunities by which we could improve ourselves or our careers. Okay? So wag niyong isipin na yung tao nag-volunteer walang bayad, wala na siyang career. That is a career. And that could be a good preparation or a jump start of a better career. Okay? Now, the question is that, how do I become an employee? How do I become a boss of my own or private practitioner? How do I become an entrepreneur? Or how do I become a volunteer? So this is our lesson 2. So if you want to become somebody, whether it be a private practitioner, employee, or an entrepreneur or a volunteer, you have to learn what the role actually involves. Ano nga ba yung ginagawa ng taong nandun sa karera na gusto mong pasukin? Okay? So, you have to look for information such as required skills and attributes. Ano dapat yung mayroon kang skill, no? Qualifications and training routes. Okay, so like for example, gusto mong maging entrepreneur, magmamanage ng business. Okay, if you manage a business or if you are a business manager or business owner, ano dapat yung mga required ni skills or yung mga skills na dapat meron ka? 'Di ba? So an example dito, kailangan meron kang determinasyon, meron kang tapang, meron kang keenness to detail, something like that. Okay. Ano yung qualifications or training na kailangan mo? Okay. So like for example, sa senior high school, ano dapat yung strand mo, 'di ba? Dapat ABM ba? Sa college, anong course dapat yung iti-take mo, no? Anong mga trainings dapat yung iti-take mo para mas magiging effective ka doon sa role na pipiliin mo. Okay. Ano yung mga main responsibilities and tasks? And of course, yung salary or income levels na gusto mo. Okay. So if you want to become an employee na high-paying ang job, then tingnan mo ano yung mga mga jobs na mataas ang bayaran or sahuran. Okay? Pag nakita mo 'yon, ano yung mga kurso, ano yung mga preparations, no, para maging someone like that ka. Okay. So sa ngayon, mataas ang demand ng ating mga IT professionals, IT experts. So if you want to have that salary level, 'di ba? So ano yung course dapat ang kukunin mo to prepare you to become one? All right. Then the typical working environment. Anong working environment yung ng tao na gusto mong maging? So like for example, if you want to become an employee, ano yung typically working environment niya? It's just a typical office, no? Na ganito lang. If you are a boss of your own or private practitioner, ano naman yung typical working hours or conditions mo? Ayan, ito yung pagkakaiba ha. If you are a boss of your own, you can dictate kung anong oras ka or ilang oras ka lang magtatrabaho. Unlike sa employment, wherein fixed yung oras ng pagtatrabaho mo. Okay? Fixed, 8 to 5, 8 to 5 lang. If you are a private practitioner, a boss of your own, kung gusto mong magtrabaho lang ng 9 to 10, 9 to 10 lang, ikaw yung nagdidictate. But if you are an entrepreneur, you work 24/7. Okay? You work 24/7. Bakit? Kasi mas malaki yung responsibility mo dito. I'm not saying that you stay in your office or in your business establishment every day for 24 hours. No. But what I'm trying to say is that even if you are at the comfort of your home, kahit nandun ka sa bahay nyo, kahit oras ng tulugan, kapag may tumawag na client or na empleyado, pag may concern, walang day off yan. You have to respond. Bakit? Kasi pag hindi tayo nag-respond at mayroong problema na hindi na-resolba, tayo ang malulugi. So kung ikaw yung namuhunan, ikaw yung may-ari ng kumpanya or ng institution, gusto mo bang pumalpak ka? Gusto mo bang bumagsak ka? Hindi, di ba? That is why we are always on call. Ibig sabihin, anytime na kinailangan tayo, we need to go, we need to respond. That is why we are on call. Entrepreneurs are on call 24/7. Okay? Ayan. So, baka naman natatakot na kayo, ayoko na maging entrepreneur. Kasi you are on call 24/7. Hindi mga anak, no? Kasi, if you were able to set your business or yung mga tao mo properly na, they don't have to call you every now and then naman na. Okay? So, kailangan mo lang i-set ng tama yung iyong negosyo o yung iyong institution para hindi ganun kay stress na kahit natutulog ka, itinatawagan ka. Okay? And of course, explore other job roles that use similar skills and qualifications. Pwedeng ngayon kasi, meron kayong target na, ito yung gusto kong maging. But mayroon tayong mga plano. But we have to take note, my dear mga anak, na yung mga plano natin ay hindi palaging yun ang nasusunod. Tama? May mga circumstances that are beyond our control. No? Kagaya ko, I plan to have my branch in Zambales. I plan to have my own branch in Tarlac in 2020. Pero yung mga plano na ito, hindi natupad dahil may mga bagay beyond my control. Just like this pandemic. So, sabi dito, explore other job roles or opportunities that use similar skills and qualifications. Na kung hindi ko man makuha yung position na ito o yung role na ito, ano yung mga pwede ko pang pasukan or gawin na kung saan ko pwedeng magamit pa rin yung may skills na meron ako o yung qualifications na meron ako. Nagets po ninyo? So ngayon, nung hindi natuloy yung pagpuput up ko ng branches sa Tarlac and Zambales, ano yung ginawa ko? I put up online online portals, no, or platforms na pwede pa rin makapag-serve ng services, 'di ba? So doon nagagamit ko pa rin yung skills ko, although it's not the same way kagaya ng una kong plano. So dapat ganun tayo. Mayroon tayong plan A, plan B. Gusto kong maging ganito. Pero pag hindi ko nakuha yung position na ito, pwede ako maging ganito. So dapat ganun yung mindset natin. Huwag lang tayong naka-fix o naka-focus sa iisang bagay. Now, how are you going to choose a career that suits you? Paano mo malalaman na yung career na papasukin mo or paano ka magkakaroon ng idea na ito yung career na nababagay sa'yo? Okay? So here are the tips. Unang-una, choose a career that motivates you. Okay, choose a career that motivates you. Ang hirap magtrabaho or gawin yung isang bagay na hindi ka motivated. So when you say motivated kasi, when you say motivation, ito yung fuel, para siyang gasolina na nagpapaandar sa atin, na nagpupush sa atin na gawin yung isang bagay. Kapag wala tayong energy or wala tayong yung motivation to do something, or para pasukin yung isang larangan, we will never succeed. Okay? Just try to imagine yung ginagawa mo yung isang bagay na hindi mo gusto, di ba? Ang hirap. You cannot give your best. So, a good career is something that motivates you. All right. So, understand what's the main motivation for your career. Ano yung nagmo-motivate sa'yo? Ano ba yung gusto mo? Is it mataas na sahod? Is it enjoying or fun? No? Is it dealing with other people, or is it helping other people? So like for example, kung ang nagmo-motivate sa is ang makatulong sa ibang tao, perhaps psychology, guidance counseling, social work, nursing, baka yun yung nababagay sa if you are motivated in helping other people. If your motivation is becoming your own boss, no, perhaps you could become a doctor or a lawyer. If your motivation is to serve the people, perhaps no, political science is good for you, or becoming a politician, no, or public servant is good for you. If your motivation is creating things, no, on your own, perhaps you will become a scientist, or you are interested in becoming a scientist, an inventor, no. If your motivation is to have a workplace na ikaw lang, walang ibang taong kasama, perhaps you could have an IT career, a systems developer and the like, di ba? So napaka-importante, napakagandang i-consider yung motivation mo muna sa pagpili ng career. Okay? And again, what do you want to get out of your career? Is it inner satisfaction, or is it monetary satisfaction, or is it improve relationship with other people? So tingnan mo, ano ba yung gusto mong makuha doon sa career na yon? Is it fame and recognition? Kung fame and recognition yung gusto mong makuha doon sa career na yon, perhaps you could have a good career in TikTok, in YouTube, or in Kumu, right? Ayan. So what particular aspects are important to you? Is it the salary or the income? Or is it the intrinsic reward na nakukuha natin? Okay? So understanding your motivations will help you choose a career that suits you. So i-identify nyo ngayon, saan kayo, ano yung nagpupush sa inyo to move forward, to continue with your studies or with your career. So that's your motivation. Okay? So may I see on the chat box, mga anak, what is your motivation or what motivates you doon sa career ninyo? Okay, may I see some reactions? Is it money? Is it serving the people? Or is it helping your family? Or anything? Okay, comment them sa ating YouTube comment section. Alright, so later on, i-review natin kung sino yung mga nag-send ng kanilang mga sagot. Okay, number 2, choose a career related to your studies and qualifications. Ayan. So, take note mga anak na yung ating pag-aaral, yung ating studies is a preparation doon sa career life natin. Okay? That is why, ayun, sabi dito, salary. Di ba? Oo naman, kailangan natin yung salary na yan. Ano pa? Helping my family. Wow, naman si Athena. Yan, money, salary, salary. Oh, mas marami yata yung salary dito, no? Kahit sino din naman, primary consideration yung salary. Kasi sabi nga nila, money can't buy happiness, but you can buy things that make you happy. Diba? Okay, sige, let's proceed with this. Choose a career related to your studies and qualifications. So when you say qualifications, mga anak, this includes your skills, your talents, no, special talents and skills, no, yung mga trainings natin, and yung ating educational qualification. Okay. And as I was saying a while ago, yung pag-aaral ninyo is a preparation doon sa career. That is why, if you dapat noon pa lang, bago kayo pumasok ng kung anong strand na meron kayo noon, dapat may career guidance na noon. And I hope you had, no? Dahil this is now a preparation doon sa higher education or doon sa college course ninyo. Ngayon mga bebe ko, pwedeng pumasok kayo sa isang strand and dito nyo naramdaman na itong strand na ito ay hindi para sa akin or I'm not interested that much to this strand. It's all right. Huwag niyong sabihin na sayang yung 2 taon ninyo sa senior high school dahil napasok kayo sa strand na ayaw nyo. That's all right. Ang importante kasi, habang maaga pa, habang nasa high school pa lang kayo, nakita ninyo na yung akala nyong gusto nyo or yung akala nyong magaling kayo ay hindi pala. And you still have time to redirect your paths pagdating sa college. Okay? So pwedeng sabi ng nanay mo, sabi ng teacher mo dahil mataas sa yung score mo noong NCAI dito sa larangan na ito, no, or feeling mo interested ka o yung mga barkada no mandiyan sa strand na yan and later on hindi ka nag-enjoy, nakita mo na hindi ka ganun kagaling doon, then sabi ko nga, it's not a time wasted but you have to thank God. Dahil as early as senior high, nakita nyo yung totoong interest ninyo. So pagdating ngayon sa college, mas kailangan nyo na ngayon ng educated decision. Okay? Ayan. So, explore career information related to your qualification. So like for example, anong strand ka ngayon? Yan pa rin ba yung itutuloy mo sa college? If so, then go ahead. Pero dapat alam mo, explore career information related to your qualification. Ano yung mga career opportunities, hindi lang trabaho, kundi other opportunities na pwede mong pasukan based on your educational qualification. Think about what you enjoy or enjoyed most about them. Napaka-importante kasi nito. Because when you are in your job, when you do something, pero hindi ka nag-e-enjoy, alam yon, ang hirap hilain yung sarili natin para gawin yung isang bagay na yon. And most likely that you will not be able to give your best. So if you want a better career, you have to make sure na yung bagay na yon ay ini-enjoy ninyo. Okay? Ayan. Choose a career that makes the most of your skills and strengths. No? Ayan. Ano lang mayroon ka ngayon? Ano mga skills na mayroon ka na ngayon? What are you good at? Yun yung mga ano yung mga careers, no? Na kung saan mo pwedeng magamit yung mga skills na mayroon ka ngayon. You also have to consider your past achievements. No? Ano na yung mga nagawa mo ng tama or successfully before? Like for example, nanalo ka sa systems development, no? Poster making, o sa cooking, mga ganun-ganun, no? Ano yung mga past achievements mo? And ano yung skill na ginamit mo para maging successful ka sa mga larangan na yon? Okay. Pag nakita mo yung mga skills na yon, then capitalize on those things. Okay? Capitalize on those skills and strengths. And look for opportunities where you can make use of those skills and strengths. You also have to identify your hobbies and interests, because your hobbies and interests could also lead into a good career. Okay. So, di ba, itong pandemic, nawili tayo sa mga online, no? May mga nagti-TikTok, may nagkukumo, may mga nagiging vloggers. That is a hobby or an interest. Pero you can also make that as your career. Di ba? So, marami na tayo nakitang stories na yumaman, sumikat because they started with their hobbies, kinarir nila yon hanggang sa naging yun na yung kanilang primary source of income. Di ba? So if you remember Lloyd Cardema, yung namayapan ng vlogger natin, ano pa yung hobbies ninyo? Pwedeng mahilig kang maglaro ng Mobile Legend. You can become a professional player and you can make that as a career. No? Mahilig kang mangalikot, 'di ba? Yung hobby mo nangangalikot ng electric fan kung ano-ano. O baka mayroon kang future sa electronics. You can make that a career. Mahilig kang no? Mag-swimming diyan sa Abra River sa Calaba. Yan yung hobby mo. Baka pwedeng maging career mo 'yan, no? Baka maging national player ka, maging Olympian or whatever. So yung mga hilig natin ng mga yan, we can develop them and that may lead or that could lead into a good career. So activities or interests you choose to do or follow in your free time can lead you to a rewarding career that suits you. Alam nyo ba yung hobby ko or yung interest ko? I am, tawag dito, parang during my vacant times kasi, I play like, nagro-role play ako na parang DJ, parang broadcaster, ganon. Ay daldal ako ng daldal. Hanggang sa, alam mo yun, I was able to see an opportunity doon sa hobby ko na pagdadaldal. Doon sa pag-play jokes ko, no? Naging career ko na ito. That is why I launched my career as a speaker. Okay? So dati, nagmamarites lang ako. Nagmamariposa lang ako, ganon. Nagmamaricor lang ako noon. Pero I turned that hobby into a more productive one as a speaker now. Okay? Ayan. Ngayon, na-figure out nyo na yung mga yun, mga bebe ko. No? Let's now start planning your career or you start planning your career. So, unang-una, identify the right career, no? Or the course or training route that you take. Okay. So, based in your interests, based on your based on your skills, no? Identify nyo na ngayon kung ano yung right career para sa inyo. But before that, I would like to share to you this one. Actually, you can also find this video. You can also find this video in my YouTube channel, no? But I would just like to show you right now. Okay, please watch this.
Hello mga kagala and welcome to our channel, ang Psikolohistang Gala. And today, we're gonna talk about the secrets or the tips of having a happy and successful career. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so that you will receive updates sa ating mga bagong videos. And of course, share yung ating videos pag nagustuhan nyo para mas marami yung ating matututo. This is your Psikologistang Gala and together, let's explore, discover, learn, and enjoy. So, sa araw na ito, pag-uusapan natin yung mga simpleng tips and techniques para magkaroon ng happier and more successful career. Okay, so there are actually 4 points na aking tatalakayin sa araw na ito. So, unang-una is that do something that you love. Okay, napakahalaga na yung ating tatahakin o yung ating gagawin ay mahal natin because this serves as an intrinsic motivation. Kahit gaano man kahirap or gaano man ka-challenging yung ating pagdadaanan sa ating karera na ito, kapag ito'y mahal natin, mas malakas yung ating determinasyon. Mas motivated tayo na lampasan itong mga challenges na ito at gawin pa rin kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. Ayan. And sabi nga nila, if you love what you do, you are not working at all. You are simply living your life. So napakahalaga nito para ma-enjoy natin yung ating ginagawa. Pangalawa, is do something that you are good at. Hindi sapat na mahal lang natin o gusto lang natin yung ating ginagawa. Kailangan din natin ng professional and technical skills. Ayan. And therefore, kapag nagsama yung mahal natin, yung gusto nating gawin, and the same time yung magaling nating gawin or magaling tayo na sa larangan na yon, no? Mas nagiging successful yung ating karera. Ngayon, there are instances wherein yung bagay na gusto natin eh pwedeng hindi pa tayo marunong or magaling doon. Don't forget na habang tayo ay nabubuhay, we always have the chance to learn. Okay? So if you are not good at something yet, but you love that stuff, no? You love that career, then exert effort, no? To learn, and learn. Ayan. Pangatlo, do something that the world needs. Sabi nga natin, walang sino man na nabubuhay para sa sarili lamang. And so, let us do something that would also help others, that would also serve other people. And in this way, we are also ensuring na mayroon tayong market, na yung mga services or products natin ay mayroong tatangkilik dahil ito nga yung kailangan ng iba. And lastly, do something that you get paid for. Maliban dun sa bagay na gusto natin, syempre kailangan din natin ng income. Okay? So, this will help us na magkaroon, mapanatili or masustain yung ating operation. Like for example, if you have a business. And at the same time, yung ating pamumuhay, yung ating lifestyle. So, tayo ang magsiset ngayon kung magkano yung income na gusto natin. Depende sa lifestyle natin. Pwede naman kasi yung just enough for our needs or enough for our needs at mayroong konting amount on the side para dun sa ating mga gusto rin sa buhay. Okay? So yun yung mga apat na elemento na kailangan natin i-consider para magkaroon tayo ng mas masaya at mas successful na career. So let's now review the 4 considerations na kailangan natin para mas magkaroon tayo ng mas masaya at mas successful na career. Unang-una, do something that you love. Pangalawa, do something that you are good at. Pangatlo, do something that the world needs. And pang-apat, do something that gets you paid. And once again, ito ang inyong psikologistang Gala. And together, let's explore, discover, learn, and enjoy.
Ayun. So, 'di ba? Yun yung mga 4 tips actually, no? Na four major tips na pwede ninyong i-consider sa pagpili ng inyong mga career. Okay? So, those are actually the 4 tips that I used, no? Para mas mas ma-enjoy ko yung aking career. Okay? Sige. So, let's proceed. So, balikan natin yung mga yon nabanggit ko kanina, no? The first one is choose something, no, that you are good at. So paano natin ginamit ito? Do something that you are good that you love muna, no? So unang-una, I always love to talk, no? Gusto kong magsalita. Kasi ang first course na choice ko dapat noon is journalism or broadcasting, pero hindi nga ako nabigyan ng pagkakataon dahil nga sa hirap ng buhay, no? Hindi ako napaaral ng aking mga magulang, so I ended up as a working student in college, no? So from the province of Abra, I would like to inform everyone, no, mga fellow Abreñans, I am from Abra, I am from Pilar Abra. So alam natin na sa baryo tayo, medyo mahirap ang buhay. So I was not able to, my parents were not able to send me to college noon. I always wanted to become a journalist or broadcaster, pero yun nga, dahil hindi ako napaaral, so no choice. I ended up as a working student. Ngayon, pagdating sa aking paaralan na napasukan as a working student, walang course ng journalism or broadcasting. Okay? So, second choice ko noon, I wanted to become a scientist. Pero hindi rin ako nakapasa ng DOST scholarship whatsoever. Wala rin namang science major, kahit education major in science man lang sana doon sa school na napasukan ko, wala din. So, anong gagawin ko? Kaysa naman hindi na ako mag-aaral, I tried to look for another larangan where I can use my skills. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, na if you want something, do not just focus on that. Dahil pag hindi nangyari yon, kailangan mayroon kang plan B, kung saan mo pa rin pwedeng magamit yung mga skills or strengths na meron ka. And the nearest to my interest noon is mathematics. So I took up AB Mathematics in first semester in college. But then again, as early as that, na-feel ko na hindi talaga yun para sa akin. Nawala yung interest ko doon. And so, I enrolled psychology. Okay? And doon ko nakita yung sarili ko. Doon ko mas na-express yung sarili ko at nagamit yung mga skills ko. Yung hilig ko sa pagsasalita, yung hilig ko sa pananaliksik, invention, or yung discoveries, doon ko sila nagamit din sa larangan ng psikolohiya. And so, pinagpatuloy ko yon. Is it something that I love? Yes. Is it something that I am good at? Siyempre, as a student, as a beginner, hindi pa ako magaling. Hindi pa tayo magaling. Kaya nga tayo mag-aaral for us to get trained, to be trained, para maggumaling tayo sa larangan na yon. Okay, take note of this ha. You start with something that you love. If you are not yet good at something that you love, don't you worry. Dahil nga, mayroon tayong kaya tayo nag-aaral para matuto at maging magaling doon sa larangan na yon. Okay? Until we become good at it. Next, is it something that that the world needs? Kailangan yung serbisyo mo, yung profession mo, kailangan ng ibang tao, no? Or in demand na tinatawag natin. At pag sinabi nating in demand, wag lang nating tingnan kung ano yung in demand ngayon. Dapat tingnan mo what could be the in demand profession or services 5 years from now. Bakit 5 years? Kasi nga you will spend 4 years, 4 or 5 years in college. So pag graduate ka, in demand pa rin kaya siya. No? Kagaya ng mga nursing noon, no? Nung in demand ang nursing in mga year 2000, di ba? In demand noon sa kabilang sa mga overseas. So nagtagsaan ng mga nursing students. Pero nung graduate na yung mga yon, no? Na kumuha ng nursing during the time that it was in demand, bumaba yung demand. So ngayon nag-agawan sila ng mga opportunities, no? Ng mga career opportunities. So dapat tingnan natin. Okay, noong mga before 2000 or early 2000, hindi pa ganoon karami yung demand for IT or computer science. So walang kumukuha. So dahil walang kumukuha, noong nag-surge yung demand ng mga computer science and IT, kukunti yung mga nandun, so sila yung nakinabang. Ngayon, nung nakitang in demand na yung IT, dumami naman ngayon yung nag-enroll ng IT. Pero nung bumaba yung demand ng IT, wala na naman silang mapasukan, something like that. So ganun din yung HRM, yung mga seaman. So in choosing for what the world needs, ano yung in-demand na career, don't just look at the in-demand careers of the moment. Pero ano kaya yung mga demand 5 to 10 years from now? Para pagkatapos mo, sigurado na in-demand yung kurso mo. And I was at the perfect timing, my dear mga anak. No? Kasi noong panahon, feeling nila pag psychology graduate ka, ang trabaho mo lang ay guidance counselor, HR. Hindi nila nakita yung other opportunities. And so, kukunti kaming mga psychology students noon. Ngayon, pagka-graduate ko, few years pagkatapos kong graduate, doon tumaas yung demand ng psychologists and guidance counselors. And I belong to the first batch of board passers ng guidance counselor. We were just 84 before sa buong Pilipinas. And because of that, pinag-aagawan kami ng mga schools, ng mga colleges. Diba? So yun, nandun yung demand. Na hindi namin inakala na ito yung magiging in-demand na course noon. Ayun, so pinag-aagawan kami. Mga psychologists. And who ever imagined na magkakaroon tayo ng pandemic? Kung saan dumami yung mga mental health problems. And because of this, mas lalong tumaas yung demand ng mga psychologists and guidance counselors, mga mental health care professionals. And I am on the perfect timing. We are at the perfect timing. That's why we have a blooming career. Because we did not just look at the in-demand course or career during the time that we were studying, but we looked at what would be the in-demand course after years after our graduation. So yun. Number 4, what gets you paid? Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, doon sa aking vlog, kailangan may income ka dyan. Kailangan kumikita ka. Kasi hindi lang naman pwedeng bigay service ng service. Kailangan natin ng pag-maintain ng ating buhay, ng ating pang-araw-araw. So do I get paid? Yes. Di ba? So sabi dito, ano yung mga hobbies natin and interests natin? You can turn that into your career. So aside sa pagsasalita na hobby ko, interest ko, which became my career now as a speaker, mahilig din ako sa pamamasyal, no? So gala, kaya ako tinawag na psikolohistang gala, pasyal ng pasyal. And that hobby, no, also turned as a career. That is why I became a vlogger, although hindi ganun kasikat na vlogger. No? Do I get paid for this? Not necessarily, but I love this one. No? This serves as my, alam mo yung parang de-stressor na pag-stress na ako sa trabaho or dun sa business ko, magta-travel ako, magba-vlog ako. Do I get paid? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes ang nakukuha ko lang doon, libreng travel, libreng pagkain, may mga pag-giveaways. Pero I don't need the additional income na from them eh. Kasi I am enjoying what I'm doing now. And that forms part, no, of my blooming career. Okay. So it helps you focus on what you should do when you start a new career. Change your career or progress in your current career. So kailangan alam mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mong puntahan. Okay? No, know yourself. Alam mo yung interest mo, alam mo yung mga ayaw mo, alam mo kung saan ka magaling, alam mo kung saan ka mahina. Kung alam mo kung saan ka magaling, nurture it, no? Nurture it even more. Alam mo kung saan ka mahina, develop it. Okay? Ayan. Explore opportunities. As I have said, don't just look at the opportunities doon sa lugar ninyo. Don't just look at the opportunities doon sa ngayon, but look at the opportunities in the wide world. No? Not just today, but in the future. Take note of this, mga anak. I came from Abra, Pilar Abra. Sabi ng principal namin noon, wag ang kayong mga alat computer science. Apay ag computer kayo tuktok tinuang nagpaspastor kayo kunana. So si sir, yung principal namin, tiningnan lang niya yung now and the here. Tiningnan lang niya kami in relation to our baryotic lifestyle. Hindi niya kami tiningnan in relation to the future, in relation to the wider world. So, kukunti yung kumuha sa amin ng computer science dahil sa sinabi ng teacher namin na yon. Pero who would have imagined na, like for example, yung decision ko pala to take up psychology is in demand not during that time, but during this time na. Not in Abra, but in Pangasinan or in Region 1 na. Diba? So explore for opportunities not just today and here, but tomorrow and in the wider world. Then, pag nakita mo yun, decide what to do. Ano yung decide what to do? Are you gonna take this course? Are you gonna continue with your studies? Or magti-training ka na ba? Or papasok ka na ba? Pag na-decide mo na kung anong gusto mong gawin, take an action. Because a decision with no action is as good as nothing. Okay? Yan. So, in career planning, no, to dig in deeper, in knowing ourselves, we have to consider, where am I right now? Nasaan ako? Okay? Datuyak abra, no? Datuyak na agduduog. Where do I want to get to? Saan ko gustong makarating? Gusto ko ba dito lang ako? O gusto ko ba I will conquer the Philippines? I will conquer the region 1, the Philippines or the world? Okay? So dapat alam mo kung saan mo gustong pumunta. Take note of this para tayo nagta-travel. If you are traveling with no clear destination, our travel may be meaningless. No? Kasi kung motor ka, papanam, diyan mo. Sometimes sometimes it's a waste of time, no? Or it prolongs yung ating yung ating pag-achieve ng ating destination or ng ating goals. Okay? So dapat alam mo kung nasaan ka, alam mo kung saan ka papunta dahil matatansya mo yung distansya. How far or how near are you doon sa gusto mong marating? Para maplano mo din yung oras mo. Okay? How do I get there? Paano ka makakarating doon? Do I need to study muna? Do I need to get a training? Or do I need to apply for a job na? Or do I have to delve into it na? Okay? Ayan. So, in knowing yourself, ito yung tips natin. Think about what you enjoy, your interests and skills, and what challenges you. Okay? You have to define your goals. Okay? Our goals may be in the form of dreams. Mangarap ka. Lahat nag-uumpisa sa pangarap. Sabi nila, di ba? Libre lang mangarap. And since libreng mangarap, lubusin mo na. Kaya sabi ng kanta, di ba? Libre lang mangarap, walang hanggan, di ba? Libreng mangarap. Noon yun. Pero ngayon, mga bebe ko, no? Ang pangarap may bayad na. Pero although mura lang din naman, di ba? Pag may pangarap ka, kailangan gumastos ka din, no? Although mura lang. Magkano ba ang pangarap? Sagsasais ka no? Sais ang pangarap, di ba? Sais ang pangarap. So mayroon na ring bayad pero mura lang siya. So kung mayroon kang pangarap tuloy, be willing to spend, be willing to shell out some of your resources. Ano yung resources na sinasabi ko? Hindi lang pera. Pwedeng yung time mo, pwedeng yung effort or energy mo. Yun yung gagastusin natin. Yun yung bayad ng ating pangarap. Sais. Sais ang pangarap. Okay. In exploring opportunities, sabi ko dito, is there a market for your skills and interests? Skill mo or interest mo, mag-ML. May market ba dyan? Pwede. Ang daming nagpapagawa ng ML tournament. Mahilig kang maglaro, mag-aksi ka, may mga aksi scholarships, di ba? So is there a market? Magaling kang mag-baseball, may market ba yung kwan mo na yon, hihilig mo na yon? Sa Pilipinas, medyo wala. Okay? Ngayon, ano ba yung baseball? Agbat, agbato, agsipaw. Okay. Since walang market ang baseball sa Pilipinas, saan mo pwedeng gamitin yung mga skills na ito? Agsipaw, agbato, kada agpakol. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, that if you could not get this role, then dapat mayroon kang plan B kung saan mo pwedeng magamit yung Okay, so saan mo pwedeng magamit yung agbato, agsipaw, agpakol? Tagaburasti, mangga, di ba? DJ mga mausar jay, agsukdal, agsipaw, iba tumtumo DJ paray tiklis. Okay. So, it may sound like a joke, pero this is parang clear example, no? Kung paano natin magamit ng ating mga skills doon sa ibang larangan. Okay. Ngayon, meron ka ng plano. Take note of this. Are your plans realistic? No? Are your plans realistic? Pwede bang mangyari yan? When you say realistic, mga anak, no? It does not necessarily need na kailangan agad-agad mangyayari. Pwedeng in the far future, no? Na pwedeng mangyari, pero still achievable siya. No? It doesn't matter how long, for as long na achievable siya. Life is not a race anyway. No? Pwedeng iba kasi, after their graduation in college, may trabaho na, nakapag-start na ng business, pwedeng nauna silang umangat. Pero pwedeng ikaw, mas malampasan mo sila, no? With a longer period of time. So it's not a race. Look at what training and qualifications you'll need and where vacancies are advertised. Okay, decide what to do. Plan how you will reach your goal. Okay, so like for example, mag-aaral muna ako. Okay, magre-review para mag-board exam. Magvo-volunteer para magkaroon ng better chances pagdating sa paghanap ng trabaho. Then later on, magtatrabaho ako. Then later on, I will practice my own profession. And later on, I will establish my own company. Diba? So yun yung plano na sinasabi natin. Okay? So, gain experience at a lower level or voluntary capacity first to build your career. And this is what I did, mga anak. No? Sabi ko, diba? I did not want employment. I want to become my own boss. Pero after graduation, hindi naman pwedeng ako agad yung boss. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-establish agad ako ng kumpanya dahil wala akong kapasidad. So I started as an employee. And along the way, sabi nga, you build your career. Hanggang sa natuto, nagkaroon ng pangalan, no? That's the time that I established my own private practice and later on my institute. Okay? And be realistic in your expectations. Take note of this, ha? We get disappointed not because of the world, not because of other people, but we get disappointed because of our expectations. Pag masyadong mataas yung expectations natin at hindi yun na-achieve sa realidad, we end up frustrated, no? Or we end up disappointed. Pero bakit tayo na-disappoint? Dahil we set a very high expectation. So we need to level our expectations based on reality. And of course, hindi pwedeng nanaginip ka lang. Hindi pwedeng nangarap ka lang. Kailangan yung pangarap mo, may isa katuparan. At may isa sa katuparan yan if you do an action. So take action. Gain some work experience. Make networks. Ibig sabihin, you deal with other people, with more people, para mas matuto ka. From their experiences, from your observations doon sa kanilang ginagawa, you can learn from those things. Familiarize yourself with the general and graduate job market. And of course, research for job opportunities. Ngayon, my dear mga anak, if you cannot see a job opportunity or a career opportunity, don't wait for opportunities. Create. No? Create. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na I wanted to become my own boss pero hindi pa pwede. So, naging empleyado ako. Ngayon, dahil ayoko nga mayroong boss, hindi naman ako pwedeng maging boss doon sa opisina namin dahil mas bata ako, may mas mga senior sa akin. So I created an opportunity for my own. Para maging boss ako, aalis ako, I will establish my own. That is creating opportunities for yourselves. And when you create opportunities for yourselves, sometimes hindi ka aware that you are also creating opportunities for other people. So yung aking goal noon is just to become a boss of my own. Yung walang nagko-control sa akin. But little did I know that I also created opportunities for my employees. Di ba? Ayan. So don't wait for opportunities. Create opportunities. And so for you to flourish in your career life, mga anak, you have to start with a dream, as I have said a while ago. No? Mangarap ka. Get up and make that real. When I was in high school like you, no, I was a farmer, no? Agtaltalon kami. I hate holidays. I hate weekends. Bakit? Kasi habang yung mga classmates ko nag-e-enjoy, namamasyal, nagbabakasyon, no, lalo pag Christmas, kami digital talon, kakainitan, no? Arado, anything, no, about farm work, we did it. So ayaw ko noon ng holidays and weekends. Urag bagbagyo, no? Urating nga aldaw, tatrabaho. So habang nagtatrabaho noon sa bukid, I always imagine, nagdi-daydream ako, no? Agdalalo si tambak agar arado naganajay. Nangangarap ako, no? I am imagining myself having a better life than that kind of life. At yun yung naging motivation ko to do something different. Okay? So if you want to change the course of your life right now, do something different. Kasi pag wala kang binago sa buhay mo, sa ginagawa mo, walang mababago sa buhay mo. And that change starts from you. That change starts from us. It's not about other people. We cannot blame other people for doing this to us. No? Just like, halimbawa, yung mga magulang ko, hindi ako pinaaral. Hindi ko sila pwedeng sisihin kung hindi ako nakapag-aral. I have the choice. I have other options to choose from. So nasa sa atin kung ano yung pipiliin natin. Pipiliin ba natin na sumunod sa ibang tao? Or pipiliin natin na i-pursue yung ating goals or yung ating careers? Take note of this. Since libre naman mag-arap noon, pero may bayad na ngayon, pero mura lang, lubos-lubusin mo na. Dream big. When you say dream big, paano natin masasabi na yung dream natin ay big or bongga? Take note of this. If your dreams do not make you anxious, you are not dreaming big enough. Nohan ka nga nagnervyos, DJ dream mo, DJ pangarap mo, yung dream mo na yon maliit na bagay lang. Na? So, kapag naging anxious ka na or kinabahan ka na dun sa pangarap mo, ibig sabihin, that entails greater responsibility, greater risks, or bigger yung challenges na yon. Ibig sabihin, big yung dream mo. Ngayon, once na kinabahan ka or ninervyos ka doon sa pangarap mo na yan, titigil ka ba? No. Yung fear or your anxiety na nararamdaman natin, that is a functional emotion. Yung function ng fear is to warn us that there is a risk, there is a threat, there is a danger. And that should not stop us. Instead, kapag mayroong danger, mayroong risk, mayroong threat, you have to prepare yourselves to confront that threat, that danger, or that challenge. Okay? So yun. Dream big. Kailangan kabahan ka. Pag kinabahan ka, magpursige ka. Sabi dyan, work bigger than your dreams. Work bigger than your dreams. Paano to? Kung gusto mo ng isa, magtrabaho ka, mag-effort ka na parang gusto mo ng dalawa. Di ba? So isa lang gusto mo, pero yung effort mo, doble. Because at the end of the day, pwedeng hindi mo nakumpleto yung second output, but you now have an output more than the first that you originally set. Halimbawa, parang ganito, gusto mo ng isa, magtrabaho na parang dalawa. Okay, na-achieve mo na yung isa, gusto mo pang di ba? Kasi nga parang dalawa yung trabaho mo, so magdadagdag ka ng effort. Ngayon, at the end of the day, hindi mo na kumpleto yung pangalawang output, pero mayroon ka ng output more than what you set for. So, an example natin dito, I wanted to become my own boss. I put up my own clinic. Pero nagtrabaho ko ng nagtrabaho as if I want more. Pero yung isa, sapat na sa akin yun eh. That's why I had the vegan branch, I had the San Fernando branch, I have the Iba Zambales branch. Ngayon, nung nag-pandemic, I closed the Zambales and San Fernando branch. But still, I have more than what I wanted. Dahil ang gusto ko lang is isa, pero nagkaroon ako ng dalawa. Nagets nyo yon? Yun. Kaya sabi ko, dream big, work bigger than your dreams, and you will have the biggest output. Bakit biggest output? Kasi mas marami siya kaysa doon sa sinet mong goal mo. Okay? And if your dreams do not make you anxious, your dream is not big enough. So pag kinabahan ka sa doon sa pangarap mo, ibig sabihin, there is a greater risk, there is a greater challenge, that is a big dream na. Okay? As I was saying a while ago, don't wait for opportunities. Hanggang agtugaw lang nga awang mo ti trabaho, awang mo tag-post. Imbes nga aguray ka ti i-post na nga trabaho, agbiro ka. Or better yet, you have to create opportunities for your own. So like for example, mga anak, after your college, or pag hindi ka nakapag-college, natapos mo halimbawa yung electronics, yung, or yung cookery halimbawa. Okay. Ewan mo agupin nga trabaho dito'y abra, no? Ewan mo ti panaderya nga ag-hire. Imbes nga aguray ka ti panaderya nga ag-hire, si ka mismo ag-bake kan, i-post mo, di ba? I-post mo Facebook, aglako kan. No, jikarkarubang pa, you start it dun sa neighborhood. And that is creating opportunities for yourself. Like for example, natapos ka ng STEM, mathematics, science, pero hindi ka nakapagtuloy halimbawa sa college, anong trabaho mo? Awang mo ti open para ka digiti senior high school students laeng. Anya ti mabalin mo aramiden anak ko. 'Di ba? Uso ti modular learning tatta, adu ti estudyante nga makasursurot, no, nahihirapan. So what could you do? You can become a private tutor. No? You can become a private tutor. You market yourself. You post on Facebook, no, looking for for tutees, no? Looking for students, private tutor here. That is creating opportunities for yourself. Nagets ba ninyo? Ayan. So please use our comment section doon sa ating YouTube. Learn, and of course work. And take note of this. When you try something and you failed, don't be disappointed. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Sometimes we need to fail in order for us to learn. Kaya nga sabi nila, yung fail daw is first attempt in learning. Ayan, first attempt in learning. Kasi agsurusuro ka nga magna. When you first tried to make your first step, natutumba tayo. Pero nung natumba tayo, tumigil na tayo. Hindi, di ba? We still tried. So first attempt in learning. So those failures become even more valuable if we learn the lesson from them. No? Pag nakita natin yung lesson mula dun sa ating mga failures na yon, mas naging valuable yung experience na yon. Okay? And take note, along the way, may mga challenges. When an obstacle blocks your way, let the obstacle be the way. Like for example, hindi ka makapag-aral dahil sa hirap, gawin mo yung hirap na dahilan para makapag-aral ka lalo. Gawin mo yung kahirapan na reason para mas lalo kang magpursige para makaalpas sa kahirapan na yan. Just like this. Take note of this, mga anak. Sabi ko kanina, my parents were not able to send me to college dahil sa kahirapan ng buhay. Pero sabi ko, kung ang dahilan kaya hindi ako makapag-aral ay ang hirap ng buhay, edi mas lalo akong maghihirap pag nandito, walang magbabago. So I need to do something. Dahil sa hirap na ito, ayaw ko maging forever, I need to do something. Kaya ako nag-working student. Ang buhay bilang working student, hindi rin maganda, hindi rin madali. Gusto ko nang sumuko noon, pero sabi ko, kung susuko ako dahil sa hirap, babalik din ako dun sa hirap na inayawan ko. So, let this hirap become a motivation para mas lalong magpursige. Parang dyan sa Abra, di ba? Have you tried walking dun sa mga trails, di ba? Yung mga dinadaanan natin pag naglalakad tayo. Kung minsan may mga bato or punong natutumba, anong ginagawa natin dun sa bato or puno? Tinatanggal ba natin? Kung maliit lang yon, tinatanggal natin. Pero paano pag masyadong malaki yung nakaharang dun sa daan natin? Anong gagawin natin? 'Di ba? Tumutuntong tayo dun sa puno o dun sa bato. We make that obstacle away. Doon na tayo dumadaan mismo. Tama? But if it is not possible for you to move or walk through that obstacle kasi masyadong malaki, anong ginagawa natin? Nagkakaroon tayo ng detours. Gumagawa tayo ng panibagong trail. And that is additional learning sa ating buhay. That is an additional tour sa ating buhay. And if we make a new trail around that obstacle, we are also creating a trail for other people who are coming after us. No? 'Di ba? So nagnaka di sa baling adalan, na dis di karuutan, sumaruno agi tao ijay damot nga magnan. So you did not just create an opportunity for yourself, but you also created an opportunity for other people. Okay? Ayun. And of course, in developing your career, sabi dito, enhancing and managing your career is an ongoing process. Hindi porket natapos ka na sa pag-aaral, tama na. No, it is continuing process. No? Not just something that you do when circumstances make it necessity. Continue to develop your strengths, abilities, and skills. Huwag tumigil sa pag-i-improve ng sarili. Okay? And of course, you have to ask these things, no? These questions. Dahil ito yung mga tanong na tinatanong mga successful people sa kanilang masarili. What do you want? Ano ba yung gusto mong maging? Di ba? Yung tinatanong sa atin ng bata tayo, anong gusto mong maging paglaki mo? No? What are you good at? Ano yung kailangan mo? No? What you need? What do you have right now? Bakit natin kailangan tanongin kung ano yung meron tayo? Because this is our capital. No? We start from what we have. Wala kang pera, wala kang lahat. But you have a support system, you have your skills and talents, you have your determination with you. You start from that determination. You start with what you have. What you have. Kailangan din nating alamin kung ano yung mga bagay na wala tayo. Kasi kung minsan, yung mga bagay na wala tayo, yun yung nagiging motivation para magpursige tayo. Like for example, wala akong magandang buhay, wala akong pera, wala akong kakayahan na isuportahan yung family ko noon. Because of the things that I don't have, na-motivate ako ngayon to do something para magkaroon ako ng mga bagay na wala ako. Nagets natin? So what you want, what you are good at, what you need, what you have, and what you don't have yet. Okay. Then how? How to start? How do I begin, di ba? How to start? No? Should I start by studying muna, training, or magtrabaho muna ako para makapag-ipon ng pang-aral? No? Yan. How to do? So how to do, ito na yon. It could be through our schooling or through our trainings. And of course, pag alam mo na, huwag kang manatili doon. No, kailangan, kasi ang mundo parang competition yan eh. Ang dami mong pwedeng in-demand ka ngayon, pero susunod na araw may mas magaling sa'yo, pwedeng maungusan ka. So you need to boost yourself. So how to boost? Okay. Ngayon, tanungin mo, sino ka? Who you are? Okay, ito na yung, again, the interests, no? Yung mga gusto mo sa buhay. Who are your clients? Your future clients? Sino yung mga gusto mong pagsilbihan or target market mo in the future? Okay? So, sino yung mga, ano yung mga manpower na kakailanganin mo? Or do you need to work with other people? No? Ano yung mga klaseng tao na kailangan mong maging empleyado later on? Yung mga ganon. And of course, your competitor. Knowing your competitor would help you advance, no? Would help you identify yung mga bagay din na kailangan mong i-develop or i-improve sa sarili mo para makapag-continue ka sa pag-compete sa market. Okay? And of course, where you are right now, no? Saan ka magsisimula? Saan yung pupuntahan mo? Knowing your position, no? In relation to your destination is important para alam mo kung gaano kalayo yung tatahakin mo pa or gaano kabilis yung kailangan mong gawin. When to start, when to boost, when to mellow, or when to stop. Kailan mag-uumpisa? Pag naka-umpisa na, kailangan mag-accelerate ka. Parang pag nagda-drive, di ba? Start muna tayo ng medyo mabagal. Tapos mag-accelerate tayo. So, when to boost? Pero kung minsan may mga circumstances that would force us to slow down. So, kailangan alam din natin kailan tayo magme-mellow. Or kung kailangan natin i-stop, kailan tayo mag-i-stop. So yun yung mga bagay. But most important of all is the reason why we want it. Why do you want it? Because if you know the reason why you are doing something, you will not get lost. Hindi ka mawawala. No? If you are doing something na hindi mo alam yung reason, hindi mo alam yung kung ano yung motivation mo sa ginagawa mo, pwedeng hindi mo ma-enjoy or pwedeng walang saysay yung ginagawa mo. So you need to understand or to identify the reason why you are doing that thing. And of course, lastly, I would like to share you the lessons of life that I learned. Of course, in order for you to become a more successful one in your career, you have to enhance your KSA, your knowledge, your skills, and of course, maintain a positive attitude. And take note, my dear friends, that some other people may consider life as a race, but life is not a race. We all have our own timing. We all have our own, plans, course of plans. And of course, when you get a career, you have to focus on it. You have to focus on the goal. Maraming distractions sa mundo, but you have to keep your eyes, your mind, your heart in your goal. Okay? So you have for you to grow, you have to innovate. Huwag lang yung nakasanayan, yun lang yung ginagawa mo. You have to think out of the box, no, to improve the system or kung paano mo siya gagawin. Along your way, there may be some people na yayabangan ka or pwedeng ikaw yung yumabang dahil sa mga accomplishments mo. Don't forget, mga anak, to keep, your feet on the ground. Humility, no? Huwag nating kalimutan yan. Confidence as well. When you say confidence, ito yung you know what you can do and you know what you can't do. You know your strengths and you know your weaknesses. But despite your strength or your weaknesses, you capitalize on what you can do. You capitalize on your strengths and do even the impossible ones. Keep mentoring matters. So if you are a newbie, allow other people to train you. Allow other people to help you. Huwag kang magmayabang. Hindi porket valedictorian ka, hindi porket cum laude ka sa college, hindi mo na kailangan ibang tao. Hindi. So, yung ating inaaral sa school kung minsan ay iba doon sa realidad. And sino yung magtuturo sa'yo sa realidad? Ito yung mga tao who came before us. Ito yung mga seniors natin. So kapag tuturuan tayo, kung minsan paulit-ulit yung mga sinasabi nila, memoryado na natin yung mga kwento nila, just listen and listen, no? And learn from those things. At kapag ikaw yung natuto, huwag ka ding madamot. Para mag-grow ka, turuan mo din yung mga mas bago o yung mas nakababata sa'yo. Okay? And if you get bored to the same old story, paulit-ulit, parang nakaka-boring na, sabi dito, don't wait for opportunities, instead create. Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina. Okay? And if you feel inadequate, feeling mo hindi mo kaya, feeling mo may kulang ka, or tawag dito, take note, habang tayo nabubuhay, mayroong opportunities for us to learn. So you have to learn, and never stop learning. That is why, sabi ko kanina, di ba? Wala akong pera, hindi ako napag-aral ng parents ko, yun yung naging motivation ko. Gusto kong magkapera. And sabi ko sa sarili ko noon, once na magkaroon ako ng pera, once na kaya ko ng paralin ko sa sarili ko, I will not stop from studying. That is why until now, nag-aaral pa rin ako. Okay? So kasi ito yung bagay na wala ako noon. Kaya nga sabi ko, identify the things that you don't have yet. At pwede nyo yung maging motivation mo. Dahil feeling ko na pagdamutan ako ng opportunity na mag-aral, nung kaya ko na mag-aral, hindi na ako tumigil sa pag-aaral. Yon. So never stop learning. Think big, do big. Kaya sinabi ko kanina, dream big, work bigger than your dreams, and you will have the biggest output in life. And if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. And the only way that we can do small things in a great way is to love what you do. Okay? Ayan. Love what you do. Kaya first and foremost, in deciding for a career, do something that you love, sabi ko kanina. Okay? And paano natin, ayun, and be patient, no? May plano tayo, may timeline tayo, pero kung minsan naaantala, hindi natutupad na as we planned it. Be patient. Dahil patience will lead us to a better place. And patience is not the ability to wait, but how you act while you are waiting. So like for example, may mga iba sa inyo na pwedeng tumigil muna sa pag-aaral dahil para makapag-ipon muna. Pag sinabi nating patience, no? Hindi yung gaano katagal ka naghintay, pero ano yung ginagawa mo? Compose ka pa rin ba, no? Behave ka pa rin ba? Discipline ka pa rin ba habang naghintay? And the secret of becoming patient or being patient is to do something else for the meantime. So habang naghihintay ka, habang naka-break ka, you have to do something. Pwedeng magtrabaho ka muna, tumulong sa magulang para hindi ka mabore, di ba? And of course, in every career, kailangan natin ang respect. This is actually a very elementary value, no, na tinuro na sa atin. Okay? And of course, take note of this, my dear mga anak. Life is not always a bed of roses or a sunny day. There are moments na napanghinaan tayo ng loob, na gusto na nating mag-give up. When you come to the point that you want to give up na, or you think of giving up, go back to the question, why am I doing this? Bakit ko ginagawa ito? Go back to the reason why you are waking up. You revisit your motivation, the whys of your life. So I hope I was able to impart some tips or valuable knowledge on how you could improve your career. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much and God bless.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Norly Dumenden, for embarking us your knowledge to all our audience and most especially to the graduating senior high school students of Data Center College of the Philippines. I hope in this program of the Guidance and Counseling Office, you can be able to choose an appropriate career in the future. And to express our gratitude to Dr. Norly Dumenden, please accept this certificate of appreciation. And let me read to you the content of the certificate. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Cordillera Administrative Region, Division of Abra, Data Center College of the Philippines, Ubog, Lipcan, Bangyad, Abra, awards this certificate of appreciation to Dr. Norly Dumenden for its unwavering support and contribution to our students in the conduct of the Career Guidance Program as part of the program of the Guidance and Counseling Services of the Data Center College of the Philippines, done on the 14th day of January 2022. Thank you for your interest and unselfish efforts. Given this 14th day of January 2022, signed Josephine C. Sadam, Guidance Counselor, Genesis Anthony G. Dait, Head of Academic Affairs, and Herminia G. Sico, President. That ends our program. And to all the participants and to Dr. Norly, thank you very much, Doc, and a pleasant day to all of us.
Yeah. So once again, ma'am, thank you so much, Ma'am Jo, and to the Data Center College of the Philippines, ABRA. And sa lahat natin yung mga estudyante na active na nagkipag-participate sa ating YouTube Live, maraming salamat. So I'm receiving a lot of thank yous here. Ayan. So ituloy-tuloy natin ang kasiyahan, ituloy-tuloy po natin ang tawag dito, pag-alam ng mga kaalaman. So you can follow me sa aking FB live, FB page, that's si Luis Tanggala. Napin niyo ako doon dahil may mga videos din akong pinupost, no, para mas good vibes tayo and matuto tayo. And don't forget to click the notification bell sa ating YouTube channel para ma-notify kayo sa ating mga videos na susunod pa, because other webinars din from other institutions ay binobroadcast ko po doon. Ayan, so once again, maraming salamat and God bless. I am now ending this meeting po. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doc.